Hello, friends. Welcome. Once again, back in Satisfactory, where as soon as I loaded this save, we got the, hey, your power grid doesn't work anymore, annoying sound. Which, clearly, that's not the case, because this is still accepting stuff to get turned into coupons, so I don't know which part of it's broken. But we'll, I guess, have to figure that out. Hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday evening, or very early Wednesday, depending on where you are. Today's goal, like I said in the title of the stream, is to get our screw factory online again and bring the screws back into our massive storage area here. We did get the quick wire situated last time, and we've got these stacks just waiting for more fun. But all of this is going to require additional power, which we have somehow yet to make a reality in an effective manner. So we're going to have to figure that out. We've got a couple different options for taking care of that, but I think we're going to want to have a look at what all we have set up first. See what the doggos have for us. They might not, because we ended the last episode by taking a look, but it's always worth checking. Go. Jojo is his name. I am sorry, it's been a very long day. Neither Jojo has anything, and that's fine, because we have our own presents to unwrap, courtesy of the Advent calendar. It's been a week since we last played, so I believe the last one we opened would have been 10, so let's take a look at number 11, which at some point I remembered where it was, but we'll find it in here, hopefully without too much to do. I see 13 is there. I got 14 there. 16 is there. 15 is there. 18 is there. Where is number 11? Where is number 11? That's where 12 is. All I need to do is find number 11. Let's see. I see the 20 there. I see... Is that a 29 or is that a 19? Well... At any rate. Oh, the stinkers. They put it right there. All right. Coupons. Neat. Where did we say 12 was? There's 13. I probably hadn't actually found where 12 was. That's a 7. We already saw that was 18. It's going to be somewhere super obvious because it always... Oh, never mind. It's right here. What in the world is this? Oh, no. Christmas music and Satisfactory. Well, I guess we have to listen to this.
A reminder that human creativity does have its limits, considering their obsessive insistence on continuing to make slightly different versions of every FICSMAS song ever imagined.
Oh, no. Oh, so this is going to be hilarious is what she's saying. Okay. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. 13. Ooh, stun rebar. I don't think we've ever made that. Alright, that might be useful if we're going to fight spiders or something. 14's up here.
This data cartridge enables the last branches of the FICSMAS man tree to be unlocked, which means we will both be celebrating the end of this event soon.
Alright. Okay. And 15 was... I'm going to remember. Here it is. Screws! Like I don't need
That's
more
just
of
poetic.
those.
I appreciate a good joke.
Ha. 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 Yeah, alright. 16 is here. What's that? Premium skins, huh? Okay.
Nothing says happy holidays more than the inevitable destruction of local flora and fauna with a festively decorated vehicle. This vehicle decoration can be found in the customizer.
Oh, no. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be doing that. Alright, so that was number 16, and today is the 17th, where I am currently at least. So that'll be the last one we open for today, just as soon as I remember where it is. There it is. 50 alien protein. Alright, thanks. That's what I want to find in an advent calendar. So we do have still a number of these left to open. We'll catch those, I suppose. Well, I don't probably not going to have time to stream on Christmas Eve, so I guess we'll see how that goes. But anyway, it's always fun to open these things. Always appreciate that. Let's take a look at, because now I am very curious. How do you even do anything with the mixtape? Is that going to be under? No. Oh, there's misophonia mode. Neat. There's so many accessibility features in this game that I hadn't even thought about. They did a good job with that. All right, is there like somewhere I can play tapes? I've never messed with this. I don't think we have any more customization things. No. Okay, that's the same as it's always been. Same as it ever was, etc. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's a coffee dispenser. Train signals and pioneers. Nice. Oh, train signals for pioneers. You know what? It's funny. Those of you who've been here for a long time might remember a game called Sweet Transit that was a favorite of my streams for a little while. And the signals in that game absolutely broke my brain. So for me to see this is kind of funny. I need to find this boombox thing. Is that one of those things I have to buy in the shop? Because I know there's a whole bunch of other things. I'll check and read chat in a little bit. Aha! Okay, so I've got to buy it with coupons. Well, I have coupons, so let's go ahead and buy the boombox. We already have the tape for the Christmas stuff. And I actually don't know if I have the skins already unlocked, or if I have to buy those. Be under customizer. Okay, so those don't seem to be showing up in here. Let's just go and buy the boombox.
It is speculated that in the earliest days of humanity, people created drums and similar instruments to derive pleasure and social unity from the rhythmic sounds, accompanied by gyratory movements.
Yes, very good.
Congratulations for unlocking a device that, thousands of years later, fulfills exactly the same function, except with a requirement for rare metals and plastic components.
All right. Okay, so do I have to put it in my... Okay, I guess I do. Okay, let's replace the chainsaw. Oh, yeah! Wait, hold on. Does that actually say what I think it does? It absolutely does. All right. Boombox. Okay. Yes, a very merry FICSMAS. So that's what it's going to play. Now, I saw something interesting on the boombox. We're going to zoom in and read this together. Yes, automated sound system. A+. Good job, Coffee Stain. So, let's just leave that alone. All right. So what are you guys saying in chat? Have you considered adding a nice power plant in order to future plan better? Future plan? I don't know her, but we are gonna have to fix power. Satisfactory stream on a warm enough day to grill. Yeah, it's super weird, dude. It was like 73 degrees outside. I opened the window when I went to take a shower this morning so I could exhaust the steam or whatever. Like, wait a minute. It's hotter outside than it is inside. That doesn't make any sense. Ended up being a really nice day today in the southeast. Yeah, for December is very surprising. Played some golf. Hopefully you had fun. I actually had the chance, I don't know if I've told the story on stream yet or not, I might have. But I had the chance a couple of weeks ago, at this point it might have been almost 2 months ago, to go photograph a golf event as part of my sports photography freelancing that I do. It was a lot of fun. Oh, if we walk away from the boombox, of course we're not going to be able to hear it. That's a shame. 'Cause I want to hear the funky Christmas beats. No, but I kind of gained a new appreciation for golf after doing that. Thought it was a very good time. How do I change the skin on this thing? Which one of these is the customizer? That's the map. It's not C. That's the Halo 3 multiplayer button. It's not V. It's not B. It's not... Oh, it is X. Okay. Skins. Basic FICSMAS skins. Premium FICSMAS skins. Factory cart, trucks, and drones. Ah, but not the Explorer? For shame. Do I have a factory cart in my inventory? I don't think I do. Well, did I put it in my thing here? No. Where is it? Where's my factory cart? I know I have one. Actually, maybe I don't. It's under equipment? No. Specials. I haven't bought the factory cart? That's illegal. Okay, well, at any rate, these coupons are going to go in there. The rebar is... Where's my rebar? There it is. We're going to put this away for right now. And then I've also got the alien protein. I'm not going to do anything with that quite yet. Leave that alone. So I guess I'm going to carry the boombox on your shoulder, just like everybody did in the 90s. Go through D-cell batteries like nobody's business with this stuff. Did I buy the cup? No. Not in game. I did buy my cup. Alright, did they say I could, they say we could customize this thing? No. Oh, I have to have a Wonder Star? Oh, man, that's like in-game. That's like in-game FICSMAS stuff. Boo. Boo, coffee stain. Alright, well, we're carrying this thing up again, I guess. We have some, Christmas FICSMAS stuff to fix. So just pop that down there. Let's take a look at our research tree here. So I know we've got... Oh, that was a tone shift. We need to go get 200 of the red balls and 200 of the blue ones. And 97 more gifts. So let's go ahead over there. And take a look-see at what's going on. The music is going to go away, unfortunately, but I don't want to carry that around because it's really loud. How can you expect us to buy your cups if you don't buy the cup? Well, you bought one. So that argument's not going to work on me. All right, I got 200 of these. I got 200 of these. And let's go check over here, see which one of these has what I'm looking for. Not that one. Oh, it's literally just gifts. I just have to take gifts out of the... I just have to take a stack of these things out of there. Alright, that's 200. I got all my parts and pieces here. So we'll go ahead and head on back. I really can't, for the life of me, figure out what power grid has gone down, because everything, as far as I can tell, everything is still operating. We don't have any problems. But we're going to go check out the oil area in a little bit anyway, because we've got some work to do there. Alright, upgrade 2. Do that research. That should give us some additional ornamentation. Well, look at that. It's lovely.
Oh, joy. The tree is fancier now. Well done. Unfortunately, you are only halfway there. More appropriate ornaments made with iron and copper can now be created in the foundry. When I say more appropriate, I am referring to the usage of factory materials as a subtle reminder of your purpose on this planet, and the fate of all of humanity resting on your shoulders, of course.
Do you like how these, well, the presents are just floating? It's magnificent. If one of the final stages of the tree does not include a little miniature Fix-It monorail going around the bottom, then I'm going to be very upset. Hey, Roy. Magic presents indeed. Now here I am contemplating life because I forgot how many D batteries go inside a boombox. It was either 4 or 6 and not 8. Okay, well, they're 1.5 volts apiece. So 1.5 volts on 6 of those would be 9 volts. 8 would have been 12. and 4 would have been 6. My money's probably on it would run on 9 volts with the 6 batteries. But ooh, all right. Remix. And now my train of thought has been derailed by an electronic drum machine. So, we got to figure out a better layout for our FICSMAS factory. And I know our friend Aaron, I don't know if he's in chat or not, actually has a screenshot in the Discord of what his setup looked like. So I think I might pull that up real quick. Take a look. I think it was pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'm really liking this this Christmas remix stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah, so it looks like our red and our blue ornaments each need to get fed into foundries with the addition of copper and iron ingots to make the other ones. So that's going to be probably more annoying than it's worth setting up to be completely automated. So maybe we don't take a look at that right this second, but we can at the very least probably those 2 foundries in. I need to get my rotors in place. I know I have some somewhere. Yeah, I'll take a stack of 100, why not? Screw factory does not have power, correct. I turned it off because I wasn't making enough power, which is probably what we should actually be focusing on today. Transformers 1, actually good movie, can recommend, noted. What kind of funny story? As long as it's appropriate. Oh, I can actually turn the volume down. Nice. Perfect. Then I can just equip it. Alright. Can I fly around with this still? Yeah, alright. Teaching a 4-year-old Chinese kid English. Teaching him English today. Remember the names of utensils. Cute kid tries hard, enunciates letters, and trying to read a new word. Every time he says a new word, he looks at the camera, directly at me. And now we wait to catch up with the story. I think I have an idea of where this might be going. Oh, there he is. We're just talking about you having the layout for the factory that we're going to work on. Still waiting for your 500 Wonder Stars. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not going to be a quick process. Okay, I think I'm going to have to put the boombox down somewhere. There. So we are going to, today, put the foundries in. I don't think I want to completely automate it because it's going to be a huge pain in the butt, but we'll do something. I think this is going to be fine here. Alright, how much is in this? Okay, so that's going to be a little irritating, but we'll just go ahead and separate this out. Gonna have a crate on the ground. Alright, so where's the rest of that story here? Let's see. Oh, so it was funny because the kid was like staring you down while he was doing it. That's pretty good. Yeah, when I was a kid, I would do like similar stuff. Like, I guess family members would be like, "Oh, hey, do you know what this word means?" And then I'd say yes, and then I'd ask them a question, "Do you know what this word means?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a smart kid, huh?" They didn't always appreciate when I would do that. It's always nice when you can have a good time doing that stuff. All right, foundry-wise, let's go ahead. Yes, black smoke. See if I'm going to be able to get this oriented in a nice way here. I think the first the outputs it directly on the line here. So if I were to do, say, right here, take these belts away. We are going to have to pick those things up from the ground, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I just need to be able to bring stuff in from the other side. Alright, how's that going to compare here? Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll put that Mark 1 conveyor belt in again. This is going to require... Wait, what's coming out here? Blue? Okay. Iron ornament. And then the same kind of nonsense is going to have to happen here. Just slightly offset. As long as this is actually set correctly, we should be okay. And then we'll just have to have containers with all the other stuff to go in there. That's the copper one. So, 10 per ingot, 10 per minute, 10 per minute. This is producing 15... Oh, see, I hate when this happens. Oh, because I had these boosted. I had these boosted. This is what happens. Alright, so I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to make separate storages for this stuff anyway. You know what? We're not cavemen, we have technology. We can do this again. I should have left the intermediary individual storages. That's absolutely what I should have done. Okay, so this is in the way. What am I going to do with myself here? Alright. Okay, alright. Get this stuff out of here. Pick up all your garbage off the ground. And then we can organize stuff a little bit better. Okay. That'll do that. Okie dokie. We'll just do regular storage containers. And I suppose... Oh, well, we don't really need this to be compact anyway. I just don't want it to look completely stupid. So those are going to be for that stuff, and then they'll get a partner right next door for everything else. And that way we can still, you know, have a storage, even if they're going quicker. Now up here we put the foundries. And they're not going to line up perfectly, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think we're probably going to be fine. I just have to make sure that this lines up nicely there. Default mode. Straight mode going to be angry at me? No, it literally doesn't care. Okay. So this one again is iron, which means this has to have iron ingots in it. And then this one over here is going to be for copper ones. And I want the direct line from that one. Yeah, okay. I think this lines up. It should. Looks like it does. There we go. And there we go. This doesn't have to be super hard. We'll just have a little bit of overflow. So that works quite nicely there. Those just have to be powered. And then we'll have storage for the intermediaries. And then coming out of here, of course, we'll have everything else. And I'm sure this stuff all gets added back together. And we'll see exactly what ends up happening. Why don't you tear it all down anyway? Yeah. But I still like stuff to look nice, you know? Alright, let's grab the rest of this stuff and just start getting this all situated. This one can go away. Alright, and this was the one that needed copper ingots, which I do not have, and I am not currently making to excess. So, I'm going to have to find a copper something or other. I'm pretty sure there's at least one or two over here. Iron might be a little easier because I do technically have extras of those. But we also have iron, what do you call it's over here anyway. So I'm really not that concerned about it. I will go ahead and put this here, get this hooked up to that machine. If that doesn't phase through the actual machine itself, then we're in business. Alright, good stuff. So these are powered. They can't really make anything because there's no other ingredients, but they are assembled. Let's see what this updated design looks like. Oh, you need assemblers. Okay. So you assemble the iron and the whatever the I don't remember what they're called. So those go into the tricolor thing, and then the tricolor thing goes into something else, and then that goes into something. Okay, multi-stage stuff. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Probably at some point, gonna have to have a stream that's pretty much entirely just focusing on this nonsense. But like I said, we have a bunch of stuff we have to fix, so I didn't really want to spend too much time messing with this. So let's pick up our tunes and head on back, because we got to get this guy integrated. And currently, this is going to draw a couple hundred megawatts, several hundred, and we are not prepared. So let's head on over to the train station. We can either ride the train or we can take the hypertube. It's kind of up to you guys, I suppose. Then we'll check out what's going on with the oil, see if we can do any improvements to that. In the very likely event that we cannot, then we're going to have to figure something out with one of our other coal plants. I know there's room for improvement, expansion, so on and so forth at one of those. Did you fix the one cable that was missing on the left side of the bridge that made some portion of the lights not turn on? That is a good question. I do not know. Well, presently, from what I can see, all these cables are connected. We're not going to know unless it's nighttime. I feel like we might have fixed that last episode. But to be perfectly honest, I have not been keeping track. Hypertube would be cool if you added entrances. Yeah, it definitely needs additional entrances to be quicker. So I don't know. Oh, get out of there. Oh, you stupid. Alright, so I dumped my boombox in the entrance to this thing, and I have to be able to interact with it. There we go. I have to equip it, and then I have to put it down somewhere. Wait, did I hit pause? I did. Okay. I need to get... No, not the foundation. Hypertube entrance, which has to be on a support. So that can go... essentially... here. So that's 3, that's 4... That's... Wait, why can't I... Oh, it doesn't like that because of the train station. Okay, well, I guess all we're doing is going to be that, then. Make sure that's the correct direction. It looks like... this... Yep, there we go. Alright, so we're definitely not taking the train now because it just left. That's connected directly to there. That's not a very scientific way of doing this, but I suppose we're just going to have to put a pole here. And then... oh. Alright, other problem solved. So now... wait a second. Is this the one that doesn't have power? No, no, there's power here. So then why are those yellow instead of green? What's up with that? Yeah, it doesn't want me to it doesn't want me to go. I guess oh, they've got to have little tube components, don't they? So this is why I don't like playing with hypertubes. End up being a huge pain in the butt. So I thought for sure I could have gotten away with this. But I don't think it's going to let you... I never play with these things. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Because then it's going to make you... it doesn't want to let you do anything. Entrances without supports? Well, it doesn't let you do that. So that's what it's attached to. It's a hypertube support. Are you talking about the hypertube has to go? Okay. Support without entrances. There you go. There you go. That works. Now. Except I don't think it's going to let me build any more of these support. I can't build that here. I can build one there. But I can't build it here. Because I'm assuming the train station's in the way. But it's going to let me put this in place here. Which, if I were to do that, if it actually is going to let me... Oh, did I bury the boombox? Kind of. Will it let me put the support? No, it does not let me put a support inside the actual station itself. So, we're not going to be able to have more than 2 of those. But that is still an improvement. Apocalypse Beavers, I'm having a lot of fun with. It has been a very, very enjoyable series. Let's go ahead and equip the boombox and head on in. I mean, this is already a huge improvement. I don't see the boombox. I guess it's just not rendered while we're in the hypertube. I really like this curve. That was good. Other one, not so much. But it wasn't wanting me to put down the entrances, so I don't know why. Yeah, the whole continue number versus restart thing, I figured it would be better for the series in terms of, you know, like people actually wanting to watch it if it didn't restart, because then people are going to get confused. Is this the main base? I haven't watched a lot of this game. This that we're currently at now is our little secondary area. The Christmas stuff down. This is where we're making oil and oil-related items. Plastic, rubber, fuel, all that. And we're also generating a little bit of power in the back. And we need more power headroom, so I was going to see if there's any way we could boost that. But I don't think that's going to be possible without completely redoing everything here. Yeah, we don't really have enough fuel to even run these generators as they are. I mean, we haven't run out. They haven't shut off, but still not really enough. I only have a little bit of headroom. And that's because not all the machines are running that are currently set up. So we definitely need to find a way to make more fuel. I know we're packaging some of it. I try to keep this as low as I can so we can still actually have packaged fuel. And we use enough plastic so it makes sense. But these refineries are set up to make 53.333 fuel per minute. And sometimes they have a hard time keeping up. Now, I know I can put a summer sloop in to these that are making the fuel without changing any of the inputs at all. But the refineries require 2, and I only have 1. So eventually we could go hunting, and then I could just put 2 summer sloops each in refineries and have a whole lot of fun that way. But right now, this one refinery is the only one actually making fuel. These are making the products that then get turned into fuel through all the cycling back and forth. But ideally, this has more than 37.6 cubic meters in it. But it does seem to still be able to run things, so I guess that's something that could definitely be worse. Yeah, the main problem that I've come into regarding this game is that the kind of stuff we really need to be doing in order to have a chance of actually making progress takes too much time for me to actually do on stream. And I don't want to do stuff off stream because then people get lost. So until I'm able to, you know, spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at a time doing stuff, we might not make a ton of progress. Because not only do you guys kind of get an incomplete picture of what's going on when we only do the short streams and we don't really get a whole lot of stuff done, I forget what I was working on if we only stream this once a week. So it ends up being a little bit of a problem. As far as I can tell, these machines are all running really nicely. I just need, if I had one more summer sloop, I could double the amount of oil that's coming out, and then we could have 2 more of these guys. 24-hour stream. I mean, I don't have time for that. I don't know. Can't imagine any of you do either. It's one of the fun things that my analytics tell me is that the dominant age of people who watch my videos is basically 35 to 44 years old. And there's not too many 35 to 44-year-olds who have 24 completely free consecutive hours that they can afford to spend watching me play video games. So, oh, hello. Do you mind getting off the tracks there, bud? You're not going to feel good when the train comes and whacks you in the face, but do what you want. I'm not your dad. We can take a little bounce. Too bad it doesn't conserve momentum when you do this. That would be super convenient to just bounce on this guy. Just continuously. While he walks around. We'll take the train back once it gets here, but, oh. Oh, you got bored of walking, huh? What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing? Alright. Yeah, the quartz is going to take too much time. More time than I have for today. It's the problem with this game, again. Wait a second. This isn't powered. Where's this going? That's the fuse that broke? How? How did this not... How does... What? How does that make sense? Okay, that's on. Which is connected to... Oh, it's not connected to this pole. That's connected to this pole, which is connected to everything else. So this pole is connected to this pole, which is connected to the battery, which is connected to nothing else. How in the world did I miss that? So that's going to be an easy thing to fix. Battery, meet that. And the train's here. So you know what that means. Time to get in. I have a suggestion that wouldn't take too much time to fix the power line tower thing in the middle of the tracks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know how it goes. We're going to have to go check out the coal. But that explains where that weird whatever was coming from. Glad we got that taken care of. I quite like the train tracks here. You angle your camera to look at the wire connection underneath the tracks. Technically, yes. But I'm pretty sure these are all connected. So now the problem is, where was that? And now, how do I get away with this? How do I get away with this? I guess step one is to put this here. And then develop an incredible amount of trust in my ability to stay on a ramp. Oh, well how about that? Very first try, we picked the right spot. Alright, so don't fall in the void. Those are all connected. Alright, good. Problem solved. That was painless so far. Cool. So hopefully that solves our problems. It is unfortunate we can't join in the middle of this run of these things, but, you know, it's gonna be alright. I'm pretty sure that exclamation point flashing thing is just the tractor over there by the screws. Don't fall in. No, 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 get out. Am I stuck? Hello? Hello? Alright, fine. I guess I have to rebuild this. Wait. Is that actually gonna work? It absolutely is. Alright. No, we're not dead. I didn't think it was gonna let me have that end and a not a support. Cool. Much better than the alternative. I'm pretty sure the coal plant, the big one, is up here. But there was another one over here-ish that I was told had room for expansion. What are the rest of these researches we haven't bothered to look at yet? Okay, I think I have the tape for this, maybe. But I haven't made the combo ornaments yet. That's what has to be made in the assembler. This, what? Snow cannon. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ah, FICSMAS power lights. Okay. Well, if we had copper ingots, which we don't, and I'm not going to worry about doing right now, we'd be able to do that. Alright, I'm going to put this thing down. I don't think I can actually change any of that stuff. Yeah, so we'll just have the regular music back. It plays like 3 tracks, so that's fine. I am curious to see what's on the rest of this stuff. Like, I obviously goat music is from Goat Simulator, but I've got to remember where coal stuff is. But first, let's say hi to the doggos. Jojo's got 30 wire, thank you, and Jojo's got 17 circuit boards. I'll take those gladly. Water Beavers game without the beavers? No, Water Beavers is substantially harder. I think, at least. No, I don't see circuit boards in this one. Did I put them in the other? No. So what's... Did I just use all my circuit boards on computers? I probably did. Or I just never had any to begin with. Heat sinks can definitely go in there. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I think the rest of this is fine. Biofuel land. What's this one set for? Biomass out of wood. I always forget I keep carrying this stuff with me and I don't ever use it, so we'll just pop that in there. Nice and easy. Yes, power connections are so much easier in this game, it's not even funny. So, I believe coal must be, the other one we're thinking about must be over here. I also could have gotten in the car, and I chose not to do that, so that was definitely a blunder. Oh, is that power line going through the ground? That's not acceptable. I'm gonna want to redo that at some point. Yeah, but it looks like we've got 3 coal power plants here. I've been told that we could theoretically fit a second water extractor in the lake over here. And if that's the case, I didn't even check to see if I could build one before I came over here. But if that's the case, then we're going to be in a really, really good spot. How are we looking here? These are overclocked or no? They are. They are overclocked. They seem to be working okay. They're making a decent amount of power. I know we're not using all of our coal yet either. Yeah, if, and I mean if. If we're able to put a second extractor in here. So it's not deep enough. Not deep enough encroaching clearance. I honestly don't think I can. I'm sure it's possible, but the amount of fiddling that we'd have to do is probably not worth it, to be perfectly honest with you. When we have all these other options we can be working with. So this is the edge of the world, quite literally. Well, that present's going to fall into the void. That's fine. Do I have my... I do. We do need to hunt for some summer sloops and spheres, and there's a summer sloop over here, huh? Okay, so it's still in this general vicinity. It's probably going to be at the very top of something over here. Also might get absolutely shreked by some enemy. Aha! Crash site. Have we gotten that one? Okay, yeah, we already did. So somewhere down in here, there's going to be summer sloops. Alright, now before we dive in here, I have my Xenobasher, and I'm going to equip my rebar gun. But we know somewhere in here is where the summer sloop is. Yeah, and we got one of those spitter dudes. But I think... Alright, we picked that up nice and easy.
The effigy only sings when you compose.
I was not built to use organic components for communication. I am adjusting.
The effigies make a flow. You are not the current.
I am not sure what you mean. I do run on a current. I am a digital construct.
A little bit of Ada lore there. Alright, so we picked that up. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other stuff in here too, but we've got sulfur. And I can't remember if we had any sulfur marked on the map before. I think these are all limestone. I don't know why I was marking limestone for whatever reason. But we're going to want to get sulfur at some point. We can just scan for it again, but let me take a look at this picture here. If it'll ever load for me. Come on, internet. What in the world? Okay, that's like glitched under the water. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I have time on stream to try to figure that out. But I do want to look for... No Mercer spheres, huh? Well, we'll keep this on as... Aha! Okay, so there is going to be one in this general area. It's probably at the top of that, if I had to guess. Nope, I switched. No, it's gonna be over here. Do I have room? Okay, I do. Let's grab this quartz. See you, Kurt. Have a good one. Always good to have you here. Oh, hello. So, okay, we're gonna have to... we're gonna have to dispatch this guy. Let's hope this thing doesn't have good aerial aim. Are you just gonna get stuck there, dude? Hello? Oh, alright. He saw me. No. Walked right into that one. Alright. I'm not good enough with the gun. Alright, that thing's done. There is a power slug up here, which we'll go ahead and grab. Alright, now I don't have that incessant metallic Nirnroot sound playing in my head. I can get the Mercer Sphere, which is... Don't tell me it's in a cave. It's gotta be in a cave, because it's like right here. Yeah, and I go down and it gets louder. Man, what? I don't even know how to get down there. Yeah, there's a sulfur. We went to it. It's not a good one, but it is there. Right. We see cave entrance anywhere. I mean, this is low, but there's no holes anywhere. Unless the entrance is down here, which is very possible. More quartz. Let's grab this. So that thing's over there. Like, I really feel like it can't be too far away to get into this cave, or like no one's ever gonna find that. I think it's definitely getting picked up from here. If anything, it's probably in a cave that is only accessible if you detonate rocks in front of it. But I also didn't see anything like that. And I'm sure there's easier Mercer Spheres to get to, so we probably shouldn't be spending our time doing this. But it is a compelling thing to try and figure out. Oh, hello. I guess there was something for us to come find here. Now, what I don't see is spider... Okay, there it is. Did we already come clear this out? Because I know there's machines up there. If we cleared it out, the machines are going to keep the monsters from respawning. Yeah, that must... Ah, nope. Hello! Spider boy. Where'd you go? Okay, well I hear him. But I don't see him. He's probably down on the ground somewhere. Further question. How in the world do I get out of here? Like, I know this is not the way we came in, but I'm just curious. What else is down here? Oh, there's a lot of spiders in here. Oh, here's an exit. This is also the area we were in, or... Eh. Not really, but... We're out of Spiderland, at least. Now I can hear him. He's chasing me. Let's grab this slug. Alright, I don't think any of them got out. Nope, nope, there's one. There's one over there. I don't think anybody can reach me. Okay, so that's 2 of these things. Oh, we're actually not that close. Wait, did they fight? Oh, they totally did. Dude got owned. What kind of node is this? Looks like iron. Yep. More iron. The coal's up there. There's a yellow slug, but it's in the gas, so we're going to have to get rid of that at some point. These are already overclocked to the point where I don't think it's going to be fruitful trying to augment this at all. Probably the best course of action now is going to be to put in the summer sloops on the what do you call it? Yep, that's definitely a scientific term. Put the summer sloops on that refinery that's making the oil, and then we put in 2 more fuel generators, and that should give us another 500 megawatts. And we have all the materials to build that stuff, so it looks like that's going to be a pretty easy thing for us to accomplish. And I don't have a ton of time today to stream, but I did want to make sure that I did stream. At least a little bit. I think doing anything is better than nothing. Trying to be consistent. Also, we're going to get super behind on the FICSMAS stuff if we didn't have any of that figured out. But let's go ahead and go over to there again. Do I have copper sheets? I do. I should have enough to make a couple more of these poles. I've got... Probably should grab another stack of cabling. So it's a good thing I checked on that. We'll see what the doggos have, and we'll head over to the oil land. Alright, Jojo, what you got? Copper sheets, thank you, and motors, thank you very much. Yeah, if we have another 500 megawatts, I think that should be enough to run that. I honestly haven't checked. We'll see what happens. And we don't have to wait for the train, so we can just jump right in here. It is a good sound, isn't it? We should see in just a moment all these lights come on, which is going to absolutely overload our power grid. But I am glad we decided to do this way. I don't know if I'm going to do all the train lines exactly like this, but this definitely looks pretty cool. We also need to go check on the versatile framework factory. That's kind of been stuck there for a while. I bet you it's because it doesn't have screws, which is the main thing we were supposed to fix today. So then we also have to make the modular engines and the adaptive control units, and then we can unlock some of the really fun stuff. I still want to redo this mess here. All right. All right, so this refinery on the end. There we go. Now we're cooking. 106.667, which means this fluid buffer is going to fill up, hopefully, a lot quicker. There it goes. And we get to expand this mess. So let's grab our foundations and put this in zoop mode. 6 wide. 2 more times. And that should be enough for what we're currently doing. So we'll just copy that generator. And I guess I don't need to leave space between them. I could if I really felt like it, but I think this is going to be fine. Come on. There we go. Just how it is. Yep. Perfect. And there you go. Jump up on top here and hook these up pipe-wise. And then we can very, very easily pop in a junction right in the center. Nice and easy. It even snaps. How about that? Oh, well that's not the right spot. I knew it was weird that it was snapping when it wasn't on a pipe. Let's try. That is going to be close enough. And the pipeline goes in there. And then we should see, in short order, this start filling with fuel, which it's going to. Let that fill up a little bit, and then I suppose I need to put in a power pole just directly behind here, just like I've done on that side. Get everything hooked up once they're filled up, and we'll have another 500 megawatts. All right, how much we got in here? 7.5. I'll let these fill up a little bit more. Oh, hello, someone in the comments. Yeah, we're currently attempting to fix some power issues, and then we're going to hook our screws back up, and then see what else we can accomplish. Don't have a ton of time to stream today, but I want to make sure we got at least a little bit. 14.7. Is this full? 31 point something? Okay. We just put in our refinery here some summer sloops that are doubling our output. It is a tremendous quantity of fuel being made from this. Yeah, there's all the little purple sparks and stuff. That's fun. But this still hasn't really filled up very much, which is a little annoying. But I guess it makes sense because once I hooked those into the pipe network, it was just going to dump all the stuff in there anyway. Jojo gave us a couple things. Got, mostly lately it's been like computer components, like circuit boards and stuff like that. But we've gotten uranium control rods more than a couple times, which is really funny because that's like an in-game item. Alright, so 33. I think I'll let that buffer fill all the way up. I may have planned this a little poorly. I think we're going to end up redoing this pretty much entire thing at some point, because I can't expand this too much more without hitting our hills here. But for what we've got going on, should be okay. Now, does this have any more in it? No. So that means the buffer's not filled yet. That's got a full 50. Okay, we're almost there. Almost. That one is done. Okay, so that means this one should be. It is. Alright. So this should go up once the pipes get completely saturated. The fill rate, well, it was higher than the drain rate. Come on. I know it cycles, but come on, man. There we go. There we go. Just had to get unstuck. Yeah. We'll go around and check a couple of things. Let that get a little bit more in there, and then I will start those other two. Obviously, nothing is getting taken out of the train station because we don't have anywhere for that stuff to go. That also needs to have some sort of routing into the main area. But we also don't have to have that train station end in that exact spot. I just put it there because I didn't have any more materials to build the viaduct any longer. So we can always move that. I believe most of what's being made now, pretty much everything, is just going into the awesome sink so we can have coupons. I can print 36 if I really feel like it. Well, let's go check and see how much we have in our storage orb here. That's it? Alright, whatever. I'm not going to wait any longer. Let's just get this stuff hooked up. No, you dingus. Oh, come on, seriously? Alright, seems to be working. Capacity is now almost 1900 megawatts. So, you know, I'll take that. That's a big improvement. I think we can bring the screw factory back online. The train is not here, and it's also not dark, so I guess we're not going to see... Not going to see all the fun, are we? Well, that's too bad. Let's go ahead and... Oh, hello. Never mind. I guess we'll ride the train. Yeah, I was going to look under the bridge. Assuming I can get the correct angle again. It's kind of hard when it's underwater, but I'm pretty sure everything is good. Yeah, see, sometimes it just gets under the water and it's annoying. Very scenic view here, for those of you train enthusiasts. So that would be the waterfall, currently. There we go. We did fix the lights, yes. But it hasn't been dark enough for them to come on, so we can't see it. But there was a wire missing that we did put in. Yeah, this is all here. No problems. Alright, enough of that. So now we have a little ways to go. I guess we could just come in this way. Now we've got to figure out how we're going to get this integrated. And I haven't built outsides for any of these buildings either, which is, I'm sure, irritating to at least a few of you. But I originally designed this to be fed with the tractors, which is why this little bottom thing is here with the road. And all of this mess is where it is. So we need to change this so that everything instead gets brought in the appropriate space here. I also need to have this ramp continue down. Hopefully it can without hitting that rock, or I'm going to be a little irritated. But that's not news anyway, so. Down there. Double ramp, 2 meters. Well, I'll be. Look at that. Looks like we might actually completely cover up the rock. Cool, cool, cool. Been watching machines tear down buildings so lack of walls seems normal. I love those videos. Like people just put like a GoPro on an excavator while they demolish a house or something. Really, really interesting to watch. Alright, so now this is correct. Actually doesn't look too bad. So I need, when we have our conveyors come up, they need to meet at about this level. I'm just not exactly sure how we want to have this come in. Because I've got, this lines up perfectly with this. I've got room for one more thing to come in like this. And then something else has to come in this way. I think for the sake of what else we might bring in from that way, I'm going to have to bring in a second set of these conveyor poles. How do I have this? They're just set right next to each other. Okay. I think this is how it's brought in. Should be. Yeah, so this is the top level going into here, which means if I have a second one here, it's going to have to get swapped over, or it's going to have to go into a different thing. How did I do it on this end? Okay, so these two went into the far ones, and then the inside ones went into... Alright, so I think what's going to happen... And this really doesn't matter how we end up doing this, but I think what's going to happen is these are going to get rerouted to this stack. Just for the sake of stuff actually looking like not a total piece of garbage. So that's going to go here. And that's going to come in this exact spot there. That's fine there. So we can go ahead and prepare ourselves for this with a Mark IV. I did leave space underneath so we could put one more thing of items coming in from over here if we decided that was going to be important. But for now, I believe... Yeah, this... Oh no, I lied again. So this top one is going to end up going into that guy. Because that's how I had it before. Okay. And of course the overflow for that goes into here, which then comes out the back and goes into this splitter and then, or I'm sorry, merger. And then, because these are all smart splitters, remember, they have overflow, which I actually haven't set up. So let's take a moment to do that. That's going to be quick wire. And then the left on this is overflow. Yes, that's just a regular that goes in there. Then I have to have that go underneath, but I don't think... Oh, actually, that one's pretty close. Pretty close. All right, so now I will undo that and instead connect that to there. All right, so now that's been rerouted. Wait a second. Did I... Oh, I didn't connect it. Okay, well that's fine because I don't want this to be a super pain in the butt anyway. Oh, but it's going to be. Because you know that's how this always works. So I've got to manually transfer all of these over here to this stack. Because it's not going to want to play nice with me. Because that's always what happens. Always what happens. And I can't have these mix. So you might be asking yourself, if that's the case, why are you doing it this way? The answer to that question is, I don't know. It's just, the way I've always done stuff. Alright, so conveyor lift Mark 4. Go in there. Remove that dimensional depot uploader. Probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Guess we can't be too upset about it. That's going to have to be on that end. Should still be in the... Yeah, it is. Okay. Then I need my Mark 4 conveyor lift. Alright, like so. Into that. And now, friends, through the magic of me apparently being stupid, we're going to take our Mark 4 belt output here. And instead... turn it off at straight mode. Bring it around the ugly side into this and use that to get all the rest of that stuff out. We're going to get rid of it, don't worry. But there's no chance. There's no chance I was going to be able to do that manually and it not just be an enormous pain in the butt. So, now I can take that lift off. This is completely empty, which means I can now get this filled up with the screws. So this will, I guess... Well, I mean, we can orient it any way we want. Probably... trying to think about how this might want to work. I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll do screws on the top. So that's going to come in. It's going to have to go across the way here. Going to have to leave enough space. So I guess I'll just end up doing this exact same thing again. Which we don't have to have merged into the other stuff here, but for the sake of stuff looking cool, we might as well do it exactly this same way. Just like so. So what that means is this very top bit here. No, not the power line. Mark IV conveyor belt. Come on. Straight mode. Is going to have a way to get down to here, which not going to be straight mode. Well, actually, I might have to make it straight mode if I don't want it to, yeah, okay, so if I do straight mode, it's going to have a temper tantrum, but I don't want to do that. Hypertube entrance is going to get moved, yes. I just have to be able to do it. So let's get rid of this conveyor. I think what we're going to have to do is just go ahead and place these things where they're supposed to go here. So we'll just go ahead and get that lined up. Now I can do something a lot more common sense with this. Straight mode, and then straight mode. Straight mode. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. So then that goes into here. I'm not going to do it straight mode because that's completely ridiculous. We'll just have that fit in nicely. So then this can go right next to it. And then this is going to go into... I think that's how I had... yeah, that one's going to go into... wait, did I build this exactly backwards? I super did. Okay. No, that one does go into the first one. I'm not completely stupid, I swear. That one does go into the first one, and then the bottom goes into that. But straight it is. Alright, so it is screws going into there. So that is what we will hook up first. Screws into here, which of course have to be brought out from somewhere. And they come out of the middle of that. So I guess... Building roller coaster? Yes. Straight mode can look better if you build in reverse. Oh, don't tell me that now. That's gonna end poorly. How am I supposed to... Because I guess I want it to be at the same level as this mess. But that's just across it so I can have... There's so many conditions to how I've chosen to build this that it doesn't even make sense to try to explain. But I do think it's going to be worth checking out how vertical alignment ends up matching here, because I think if this is looking perfectly north, then this is, or should be, directly in front of that thing, and we are right on this edge here, which makes sense. It's a 4-meter foundation. If I just zoop this, which we don't need this to be this wide, but for the sake of what we're working with, I think that's going to be a smart choice. Awesome sink. Can I weaponize this? I think I'm going to want to. But first, I need to get rid of all of these conveyor belts. Oh, these are only Mark 3s. Yeah, this shows you how long ago it was that we actually built this, where we didn't have the Mark 4s. Okay, so that's going to be gone. I don't think there's anything in that. Oh, there was. Okay. Surprise, surprise, it's more screws. But the awesome sink is going to help us out here by getting rid of some of this other nonsense. We're not going to need any of these here, except, you know what? I have so many screws, I'm just going to burn all these stacks of them. It's not going to matter. Don't need to feed them with the awesome sink. I got 36 coupons I don't even use. So now I can get rid of those dimensional depot uploaders and build them somewhere else. That's gone. What is in this? Okay. No surprises there. Basically what I need to do is I need to turn these conveyor lifts into transporting that direction. Have I run out of material yet? No. So if I really want to be anal retentive about this, I guess I need to... that was a Mark 1 belt? Seriously? Oh, okay, because it's... okay, all the extra rods are really not enough. Really not enough. Okay. So these are... these don't have to be going down anymore, I don't think. So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I mainly just want to have this not look like complete garbage. Which, I don't know. Depending on your opinion, may already be too late for that. That's fine. We'll survive anyway. I feel like I need to do something with all this garbage here. Oh, this is empty. Alright, never mind. Well, that was an easy problem to solve. Is this empty too? Yes, it is. Good. Oh, this makes it so much easier. So much easier. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Yeah, if all this is empty, then it completely changes everything. It does not matter. Goodbye, awesome sink. Goodbye, this. Then there's a whole part of this building that doesn't have to be here anymore. It's going to make it so much easier for us to keep this space nice and tidy. Assuming I don't accidentally delete anything I actually need. I know there's a bunch of those rods in there, but let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to start getting rid of these. So I think at the time we made this, this was making 300-something screws a minute. It could have been 400-something. So I guess I'm going to have to go take a look at that math again. But this is the only obstacle yet. We have these iron rods. We probably want to use those. Oh, did somebody get stuck in the concrete? Too bad. So this, as a 4-meter thick, probably doesn't have to be this way, but I guess we're just gonna... leave it as it is. Do I have room to the side of this to build? I do, and that's exactly why I built this way. You know, sometimes I feel like a genius when I do this, and other times I'm like, yeah, there's absolutely no chance. That's not an accurate depiction of reality. So now, knowing this, I mean, this is really nicely centered on this factory. I think that looks good, so not going to feel too bad about that. Just going to get this all cleaned up. And once this is a little bit better organized, we can still have the road go through the bottom of this. That's not a problem. Once this is a little bit better organized, we can come up with a nice exterior design. Maybe use some of those coupons to get some nice looking finishes and shapes to use. But my main interest now is in getting this fully situated. I also don't think we have to have those power outlets there, but we're gonna take a look here. Let's see how this ends up panning out. So you got 4 of those. One more here. Yeah, see, this is only, or was only connected. I know we had the with the lights you were gonna mess with, but this is not exactly the best looking thing I've ever made. Okay, so that's perfectly lined up there. This is only connected over there. So outlet goes away, outlet goes away, outlet goes away. Nothing of value is lost. And that is connected still, but we're not really going to ever use that. That's fine. Hey, Paul. We are currently attempting to do our screw factory and get that back online. So depending on how these conveyor belts add up, this is all the inputs from upstairs. This should be... I guess I've got... Yeah, it looks like these last 2 constructors here. Yeah, those are the ones that I'm sending the rods out. So it's 30 rods per minute. Okay, well, we can live with that. That's fine. 30 rods per minute, and then upstairs we're making all of the screws. So these were all downclocked. 30 per minute. How many up here? And are they all downclocked is the question. No. Okay. Was it just these 2 on the end? I really should write this down. So yeah, 2 downclocked. These are all 40. I think the other one's downclocked. If these were running, they'd have a different color, so it'd be easier to... Okay. So ones on the very end are downclocked. Was that because of the belt speeds? It's been so long since I built this, I can't even tell you. Okay, so we got 4 on that side, 3 on that side. So we have 16 machines. Looks like 4 of them are downclocked to 30, which is kind of stupid. Why would I have done it like that? Huh. These are all 40. So I have 12 of these at 40 apiece. So that's... Wow, is that 480 by itself? Yes, it is embarrassing that I can't do basic math. That's just how my brain works. 12 times 40 is... Not going to tell me, you dingus. All right, fine. Keep your secrets. Use my phone because it doesn't... I can't use the asterisk because it activates a different scene setting in OBS. Or anybody suggests that. 480. Okay. 480 plus I have another 4 with 30, so that's 600. Wow. 600 of those. Wait, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. Unless I did this counting wrong. No, I actually do have 12 of those at 40 each. And then I do have 4 at 30. Which is another 120, which is 600. But then how was I... How was I doing that all with Mark III belts? Because those only go to 270. How the... Alright, is that a Mark III belt? It looks like one. Yes, it is. So how, if these are only... If they're only 270, then what was I doing? How did I have... Did I just have a backlog? I just have a backlog? These are set as, in sets of 4. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, because this output here is 40. That's 80. It's 120. That's 150, which is why that's a Mark III. So this is only 150 here. 150 here. Those two combine for 300. But they shouldn't combine for 300 because the belt would only hold 270. Why did I do it like that? Why did I do it like that? I know you guys don't know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Why did I do it like that? These combined here, was it just one of those things where I said, well, I'll come back and replace it later, or we just didn't think about it, or what? Yeah, because that's all these, each corner would be 150. That's how that would work. And that would be 300, which is combined into a Mark IV. Yeah. What in the heck is wrong with my brain? That's so weird. Well, anyway, this does have to be a Mark IV. And that is going to still require two separate things going across, which was my original question to myself. So, or I can just blast myself off the face of the earth doing that. Alright, so that's just how that's set up, I guess. Alright, so, problem solved. After all that weeping and gnashing of teeth, I finally learned how to do math. And... oh, yes. Oh, yes. It lines up perfectly. But instead of the textured wall, I'm going to do... yeah, the smooth one. Oh, that looks so much better. It looks so much better. Didn't have Mark IV, you're going to... how do you remember that? Honestly. Impressive. Well... what I think we can do here is we can just have these go completely across. Not even worry about it. Let's put in conveyor wall. Oh, this isn't going to line up at all. Why did I build this like this? You guys are supposed to keep me on my toes here, man. So I could put a Mark 1 and a Mark... or not Mark 1, a 1 times whatever. But then the center's not going to want to play nice, and I'm going to have to... yes, even that's not going to work. The 3 by is not going to function right either. Ugh, what a pain. What a pain. I guess we're just going to leave it open. 'Cause this doesn't have a... unless there's a conveyor... no, there's no wall hole. That's what this is for, of course. There's really no good way around this, is there? That's it's unfortunate. So I wonder if... so I could just have these both... like, I don't know why I'm so concerned about this. Come out that way. Is there a half wall? No, okay, don't have a... because I had the idea of what if I had that come through the middle, or I could just, I could be super extra and just do it that way. That'd be completely stupid. 'Cause I can't put these in the middle here. They have to snap to one or the other. Unless... no. Ow. Mods are a pain in the butt. I'm not going to deal with that. Not right now. Well, at any rate, I do have to get this brought over. Man, and I don't have the Mark V belts either, so the one Mark IV belt is not going to be able to take all of them. So I'm going to have to... oh, what a pain in the butt. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? I still am going to have an awesome sink over here, or this whole thing is going to get backlogged, and I got rid of it. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That's the $1,000,000 question. So then I have to have like a load balancer thing, and I gotta have a... oh, what a pain. This game is for masochists, man. Who does this to themselves on purpose? Me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. It's a whole 120 past what I can move on one belt, and I really shouldn't try to game the system with 2 belts. Although I absolutely could, to be perfectly honest with you, because there are 2 inputs to those industrial container things. You know that's still going? Seriously? But the way that I have this set up, I'm not going to be able to get away with doing that. It's going to have to just be one thing. So now it's making me think, am I just going to keep the piece for right now? Oh, good, that fits. I'm going to have to just route these together. Oh, there's going to be so much math. Oh my god, I already hate this. But I do have to have that put in. Correct spot. Is that lined up correctly? Good. Get out of here. Alright, so we're... I told you this is going to be really complicated for no reason. We are going to have to bring all of these out together. And then at some point combine both of the screws into one thing. Because remember, these will hold 480, and that's what I want, is I want 480. So I need to merge them into one. And then have an overflow, which is going to require that I have a smart splitter, which I can't make because I don't have an AI limiter. But if I make an AI limiter, which is here, copper sheets and quick wire. Do I have copper sheets? Do I have quick wire? I have copper sheets. Somehow I have quick wire. Do I have enough quick wire? Is it 30? I know it's 20. Alright, so somehow I'm going to keep getting away with it. And we're going to be able to make... Hello? We're going to be able to make another one of these AI limiters. I can make 51? Oh. I forgot I had extra stuff. Oh, thanks, Paul. Glad to have you on board. Let's build this from the back forward. All right, so this middle one here is going to go directly into, I think, yeah, it's going to go directly into that lower level. And that only has to be a Mark 1 because it is just 30 of those, what do you call them? Iron rods. Oh, come on. So I'm going to go ahead and get that situated. Alright, so if I put this in straight mode and I come from the back over this way, it actually doesn't want to snap. It does not want to snap. Alright, so I guess we're not going to do that. This, it will. Come on. Alright. So that's going to go in this way. And then from here, it has to go down to this. Do I have that in straight mode? I did. Okay. Alright. So this one here is going to be... Man, it is going to take us 8 billion years to get that full of... iron rods. Alright. There's still so much quick wire in this. Is this still filling up? That is still draining because I had put so much stuff in it. Well, nobody's perfect, right? At least I have that something about. Yeah, that's going to be fine. I guess what I should do while I'm here, since I have the components to do it. Put in dimensional depots. This, honestly, I probably should just make all these Mark IVs so it's quick. Does this have the, it does not. Oh, I can't see anything. Okay, iron rods. So in that goes, it's going to go up there, which is then going to turn this into a dimensional depot uploader for iron rods. Cool. So that's solved. That is all taken care of. This is still exporting quickwire, but let's be honest, we have so much of this, I probably should just help it along. Let's make basically infinite quantities of this garbage anyway. Very, very, very quick resource to make. Plus, this way we don't clog up the thing when we inevitably hook it up without thinking. Okay, we'll just leave that where it is. Come over here, build ourselves our other dimensional depot uploader, and then this one I think I can pre-feed with, yep. Cool, so that solves that problem. Just as soon as this is finished, then I can get rid of that mess, and then we'll be in a good shape. Bring screws over. Plus, I think I can finally go ahead and hook up the quick one, not the foundation, the Mark IV conveyor belt. Alright, so now that's finally rolling again. We're probably going to have a couple machines kick back on. Just about done. Okay. Let's get rid of that conveyor belt, because that's absolute disaster zone. That is going to need another connector. And now this is ready to get reprogrammed for screws. So that's going to be there, overflow to the right. This one needs to be set for not any. We'll do iron rod, which is right there. And then that overflow is connected, so that's going to have to be to the right side. I do not currently have this routed into anything, which we will probably need to fix. That I don't have anything going into yet, so I'm not going to worry about it, but this needs to make sure, yes, good. Okay, after all of that mess, let's, oh, come on. Make sure this is all hooked up. Alright, we are ready to have something coming up this side. I just have to figure out how this is going to work. I think, again, like I said, we have to have some sort of load balancing garbage happen. Hello, hello. Currently paying for my previous screw factory building sins, as it were. So we got stackable conveyor poles out the wazoo. Too high will match that height. So this is just going to be an exercise in getting this all stacked up. We have to decide where we're going to have these go. So you know what? Actually, would probably be smart is for me to have this middle one just be lower this whole time, or at least for this one little bit here. So we can have this stuff interact in a way that's not going to look like complete garbage. So I have that go to the... Hello? Why are you like this? Don't do that. Don't be wiggly. Stop it. Alright. Put this in just default mode. So that's going to take that stuff down. Then both of these Mark IVs will get connected to that. Get connected to that. And now... Ooh, you know what we can do is we can combine these into the one in the middle. I think. Bear with me here. I know. It's gonna cause all sorts of pain and suffering. I am absolutely certain of it. If I merge, then there's gonna be backflow. So what I actually need to do is I need to have a merger with the smart splitter directly before it, I think. Oh man, I don't even know how this is going to work. Okay, so the problem at hand is I have two Mark IV conveyors now that are going to be bringing, when I turn this on, we'll be bringing in 300 screws apiece. I have to combine that so I have one that's going to have 480 screws on it, and then the overflow of 120 is going to go somewhere else. But I only have the Mark IV belts, so any amount that I have going in to the merger has to have something to come out of it. But you're never going to get any more than 480 to come out of the merger because that's the fastest belt that I have. So I guess, honestly, probably what I need to do is just merge it and then have a regular splitter. I probably don't even need a smart splitter, honestly. Yeah. I don't know why I was overthinking this so much. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so put this here. Get rid of that real quick. This is just so I can stack them. It's the only reason those two on the bottom are here. And then going directly to the side of that, gonna have to have a splitter. Which that comes in from that side, needs to go. No, that's not how that's gonna work. Yes. This is what I gotta do. Okay. So, this guy, Mark IV, goes into the splitter. This Mark IV, in straight mode, goes into the merger. So we're getting all from this side. We're getting all 300 into this merger. This 300 is going into the splitter, where I'm going to have 180, which is going to require a Mark III belt, come out of this splitter and go into the merger. And then if I want the maximum of 120, I have to use the Mark II on the outset of this, which I only have to have for like one square, because then I can immediately hook it up to a Mark III and it'll bottleneck still. But that's it should automatically backfeed the correct amount anyway. So I don't think it was going to be a big deal. Well, regardless, this has to go on this bottom level, and then this is going to be on the top level, Mark IV. Our main deal to go all the way down here. So that much is easy. I know I can do that. Get that there. I don't need these every two. I just like how it looks, in case we were curious. And then I've got this here. And that actually will line up pretty decently to get attached here. Oh yeah, that's going to be a nice curve. And then I'm going to have, well, strictly speaking, I don't have to have this set up this way, but I think it's going to look a little bit nicer. Let's get this all hooked up first, and then we'll figure out the nonsense. Alright, so in theory, this Mark IV is going to be carrying 480. And we're just going to have that come right through here. Breeze past all this mess. Go into here. And then since we're in straight mode, this will connect directly here. Oh, look at that. That's looking pretty snazzy. Then that immediately goes up to the top where it joins, not in straight mode, joins the rest of the Mark IVs, and then that will go into that first thing. Did I build that backwards? No, I didn't. I just didn't hook it up. Oh, get out of there. If I have time, I'm going to move this. It's in a very inconvenient location. Yeah, the reason I hadn't had that hooked up was because I didn't think I was going to be able to keep it from clogging. But now I think it's fine. Okay, in we go. Alright, now, this is so complicated. The overflow, this 120 is going in here. But if I want this whole thing to be 120 at all times, then I'm going to have this. But what I don't think I'm going to have to be worried about is balancing this. Because this is going to have 300 coming in. If I split 300 in half, that's 150. Which 150 is more than this belt will be able to take, so all of it's just going to come out this way anyway. So that is not going to be an issue whatsoever. So I can just have this be Mark III the whole time. So that means I can just have this situated right next to the other stuff, and it'll end up being perfectly fine. We'll be able to keep our same height clearance. Everything will look nice. Well, nice enough. And then I'll just feed all of that mess into this thing, which actually, on second thought, might not want to play nice. No, it will not. Okay. Well, if I do that, how's that going to work? Is that going to be any better? You know what? Yeah, alright, that works. So then this will just get brought up to the top there. And I can have this run on the way back, and then on the way back, I can run the Mark 1s. That should hopefully get everything all connected, ready to go for this screw factory to be brought back online. And have no problems. Now, if this consumes more than 500 megawatts of power, then we're screwed. But I don't know how much, because I never bothered to figure that out. This has to connect here to what? One of these. Alright, well, it's back on, so. I love these lights. That looks so cool. But we unfortunately don't have a truck station down here anymore, so that's not really of any concern. Alright, now I've got to be able to get the rest of this mess combined. So once this completely populates, we should see this belt become completely full. That's not hooked up also, so it is going to start backing up, but it looks like it's just about... Okay, as soon as I say that, we get gaps again. Well, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Do we have... Yeah, we do. We have iron bars. Okay, so... Aw, are you serious? I don't have any more iron plates. Come on, man. Oh, no. So now we have to go back anyway. Alright. Well... Can I at least hook this up to power? Do I have a... Okay, I do. It's super ugly, but... it's going to work out just fine. Where's the hookup for the power? Right there? Okay. And I'll just run that across that way. So the extra screws can get burned there, and I've got to go grab additional stuff. But hopefully we have screws coming in, and we do, and they're filling up very nicely. This will solve so many problems when this is actually up and running. Alright. Grab 3 stacks of that just to be safe. Currently, we were operating based off of putting the screws in that container, and that's just not going to work. This is starting to look pretty cool. That sounds expensive. And not very fun. Alright, let's get these situated here. Okay, now this gets connected to the bottom level in straight mode. Come on. And that should be all of our iron rods. And this is our overflow. This should be completely full. Mark IV belt of screws. Okay, it's missing a little bit still. But the buffers haven't fully backed up yet. So I'm willing to accept that. Cool. And nothing has blown up, so I think we can consider this to be success. Hopefully. Simple little overflow thing. I had to think about for 20 minutes because I guess my brain is the size of a walnut. But it looks like we're in good shape there. This comes across here. Looks pretty majestic. And in she goes. And we should have screws in here, and we do. It's very slowly filling up. Now, after all that time, what we're doing over here is we are making motors, so we don't need to worry about that for this exact moment. Where's all my garbage? Ah, it's over here. I was sending, I guess these have to be modular frames? Is that what it was? Oh, come on. Yes, modular frames coming across here on this bottom level. Those have to come across from this output. And this combines iron rods with reinforced iron plates. The reinforced iron plates consume screws, which I can go ahead and re-jump start with that. And those screws came in from this container here. Now I can replace, well, I don't need to replace the container, but I can actually get screws coming over from this side, and then I also have this. Okay, well, these two are making iron rods. They don't need to be making iron rods. They can be making iron plates, but that has a different consumption. I think they're 30 per minute. Okay. So if that's going to be the case, then I can just go ahead completely take this whole thing out. Yeah, we'll just redo everything on the fly because why not? Why not? So that already has 3 going into 1. I need it to be 4 going into... Why is this... Ah, that's taking 45. That's taking 30. Why did I do it this way? I really should just tear this completely out. But that's, I guess, fine. It's taking in 30 per minute. How much am I making over here? So I got 2 of these. Did I have these at a weird overclock because these are impure? That's a Mark II miner on an impure node, so that's 60 per minute. This should also be 60 per minute. Yeah, so I got 120 coming in. I got 4 of these, which should be easy math of 30 each. But I have this overclocked because, of course I do. I have that overclocked. And then I have this not overclocked. So this one's 30. Why did I... Oh, it's because these were making... Okay. Yep. Alright, so that's not going to be overclocked anymore. That's not going to be overclocked anymore. Hopefully that is going to send the rest of these in here nicely. This no longer has to be overclocked because it won't be able to handle it. So that's done. That's done. This shouldn't be overclocked. No. So now this is good to go, which means I can now, again, completely redo... No, not that. Completely redo all this mess. So I've got 4 of these that need... Nope, that need to be combined to 1 until I completely redo this. Now, I'm already out of space. I am. I already have a ton of this stuff everywhere. I can just get rid of it. There we go. Alright, so these 2 need to be combined, these 2 need to be combined, and they both need to be fed into that. Which, therefore, means I can combine those 2 here. There, that's the output. Conveyor merger, and I can just have all of this meet at once here. These are 20 apiece coming out here. So that's 20, that's 40. That's going to be 40 coming in there. So that's... We've been playing for 2 hours. Yeah, shut up. And then a Mark III will take care of that because I don't have any Mark IIs. So that means this goes away. That means this goes away. That means that goes away. That means if this storage container is empty, which it's not, that will eventually go away, I suppose. This was load balancing. That is being exported out to the rotor factory, I think. So anyway, long story short, we are now making 80 iron plate per minute. And this is only consuming 45, and it's overclocked, that's producing 7.5. Reinforced iron plate, how much is this consuming? 7.5? Yes, and that's fully overclocked, and I can't do anything else with that. So that's going to be the limit of that. So this honestly should be routed somewhere over there so I can have an uploader thing on it. That's going to be a whole thing. But I guess that's what that last one's going to be, is going to be iron plate. It's going to be a little bit out of sequence. Going to seem kind of weird to have iron plate, quick wire, then iron rod, and then screws, but hey, whatever. Well, I'm not going to spoil the video for you. I'll just say things are going well in the apocalypse mode. We'll say that. So that's going to be backed up nicely there. We'll figure that out at some other point in time. Screws were originally going down to the bottom for this, which... wait a second. Why was this... Oh, that wasn't load balance. That was just to go into here to make rotors. Ah, that also needed screws. Okay, well that's why that's a thing. Oh god, this is going to be such a nightmare. How am I going to do this? I've got outputs up here and up here. I need to be able to feed those. Alright, let's let that recharge. Alright, so I'm standing on the screws. Hello. Good. Well, it's not my morning, but it's morning where you are. These screws have to go to that bottom thing, and then these iron rods have to go to that top one. And I fear that we're going to be invoking spaghetti if we end up doing this. So now I've got to decide how I'm going to make this work. I don't want to take out of the splitters in the front, no. Plus, like, we have the output on the back here. I just have to figure out how to do it in a way that's not going to look like complete garbage, because this is very suboptimal. Like, remember, all of this stuff is supposed to just be temporary. We're supposed to go do something else with this. What in the world is this making? Oh, that's steel pipe. See, here we have another example of when I do stupid stuff. Like, the steel pipe's all the way down there. I could be automatically feeding into this to make stators. And then, of course, that makes motors, and then this makes motors also, because of some way I had to make that work that way. Ugh, this hurts my brain. Probably also it's time for me to stop streaming, but if I could just figure out what I was thinking here. I do not really know. Because I don't want to leave this here, but at the same time, it's become quite useful. It's become very useful. So I kind of feel like I've got to take advantage, at least temporarily, of some sort of structure I can place up here to get stuff across to the other side. Like, do I have the means to... I got the frame foundation, I got the frame wall. If I really want to be extra, I could do, you know what? It's honestly probably not that bad of an idea. Do a 4 tall frame wall and then just clip stuff to this. Actually 3 might be enough. Because this is about the same height as... Yeah, okay. Okay, so I stand on that. That'll work. There's no reason for me to be doing this. Just so we're all being abundantly clear here. It's completely insane. Nope, nope, nope. Get back up. Okay, that's going to go on that side. That's going to go on that side. I know there's a gap. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Going to be okay. Now we have this come this way. That's one too far. Come on. Okay, so that comes to here. If I have another one of these wall mounts on the far end here, then this other side. I don't even know what speed I require for this. What's, well, I'm probably just going to make it in the Mark III belts anyway. 90 per minute, and then this needs 100 per minute. So I need to have at least 190, so 270 would definitely do it. Alright, so this at least kind of looks like it's supposed to be like this. Not that we really care, but I, at the very least, like it when stuff doesn't look like complete you-know-what. So screws coming out of... Oh, you know what? This is actually too close. It's actually too close. This conveyor wall mount is going to have to go probably right there. Okay. Mark III. Can I clip? Yes, I can. Can it straight? No, it's going to be a crybaby about being straight there. Okay. So instead, let's put that there. Which actually means this is also probably messed up. But we're going to find out. Okay, straight mode. That is not the correct direction. That is absolutely not the correct direction. That's an input. I made a mistake. So that actually has to come out of the bottom or around the... Oh, what a pain in the butt. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Okay, if I go straight here... Wait, that wants to play nice with straight, but the other ones don't? What gives, man? Why does that work, but the other stuff doesn't? Anyway, that's going to be your screws, and then that'll come around this side all the way to here, and then that has to go to the bottom, which means, aha, that really does not like that at all. So how do I solve that problem? Conveyor belt is too steep. Have you tried not being a little baby about it? I guess I'm going to have to give it an intermediary. Probably right here. Let's try that. Okay, straight. No, definitely not straight. Default. That one I can do. You know what? It's hideous. It's absolutely hideous, but it's fine. Alright, now I have all of these. That's going across, I guess. See, all the extra work we're doing to feed all this garbage. Oh, I could take it underneath, but what's the fun in that? I have to be reminded of my sins. That's how this works. Wait a second, I pushed the wrong button. I would need Mark III in default mode. Oh, see, it lets me do that, no problem, but the thing that actually looks good, forget it. Okay, so that is there. I need to have that come out from here now. Straight mode is actually going to work. Wow. You know what? I mean, this is objectively... Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, I can't let that be there. It's objectively not a very beautiful solution, but it's not spaghetti. You can't tell me this is spaghetti. It's organized. It's also chaos, but it's definitely still organized. So that's going to allow our modular frames to keep going once all the stuff feeds in there. Of course, the screw situation is... it is what it is. It's going to take some time to completely fill everything up. Just because of how this is, you know, going. But once it fills up enough so that this can have steady output, that'll be fully automated. And then, of course, we've got iron rods that will, at some point before the heat death of the universe, come out that way. Oh, Actually, no, it won't, because I didn't hook anything up. Good job, me. Okay, so that comes in very, very slowly because it only makes them 30 per minute, so I don't need to have anything faster than a Mark 1. But it is backed up, and we should see them start coming out of here at some point. Maybe. It's having them go up there. As long as this is set correctly, which I hope it is. Yes, okay, so that's full. That's good news. The less than good news is that there's still an entire container full of iron rods over there that I've got to do something about. And I don't have very many full things. But what I do have is I have a whole bunch of stuff that we have tons of overflow of that I can easily get rid of absolutely guilt-free. I didn't even need the AI limiters. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Go ahead and pop those guys in there. And now I've got half of a container worth of these space ready to go. Boy, what an ordeal that was. But this is, in fact, hooked up, ready to go. It's operating, and we haven't run out of power. So I will consider that to be a rousing success. Yeah, you know, that's going to require one more trip back, but we also... Wait, can I not open this? Why can I not open the crafting bench for this? Oh, there's no fuel. Does that mean I can't open the crafting bench? Ah, of course. Of course, it's full of screws. It's full of screws. Okay. Well, I'm gonna... No. No autopilot for you. It's over. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else I can grab. I'm almost certain I can grab almost all of this. Sheesh, couple stacks. I suppose I'm going to have to just put my fuel in there. But we'll drive this up and unload into the appropriate spots to go. Wow, this thing has the turning radius of a Buick. Come on, man. Alright, so this one is supposed to be screws, and it is. So what I need to do is I need to unload my rods here. Then I come back into my storage, grab the screws and the rods that are in there. Just do the screws first. Then we'll go grab the rest of that. Hope I don't mix up what I'm putting where, because that would be incredibly annoying. But also very on brand. And in she goes. Alright, and that is it. That's the entirety of everything that had to be replaced, eliminated, whatever, over here. I've got all these nodes that need to go away, which I probably should have deleted from in Tractor, except no, I can't delete the path because there's no... Okay, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I should have just deleted the whole path instead of just the pause thing. So now I've got these nodes everywhere. That's fun. Well, we're not using any of the nodes anymore, so if there's a way to automatically just delete all of them, then I probably should do that, but as it stands now, I don't know of any way to make that happen, so we'll just delete them manually. All that being said, though, this is all ready to go. We can take this tractor up top and get something accomplished with it after I get these nodes out of the way. So now I don't know which paths are which. If I do this, I really should be in the other vehicle that I think I may have deleted. So I don't know that I can really do anything about this. I might just have to manually delete all of these like a bunch of idiots. Oh no, here we go. I just totally delete these. There we go. Problem solved. That's so much easier. Alright. So I think finally we've made this actually work for us here. Nothing in there. Take my jetpack fuel back out. And you know what, folks? That's probably going to be it for today. But I feel very good about what we've accomplished. I think we can be pretty proud of that. Is this already full? That was quick. But the most important thing is that it can keep making all of our modular frames. And very, very, very slowly we can continue making all of our parts for the space elevator components. I'm not gathering all the presents. I don't need to. I guess I probably could, but these are waiting on 2.5 per minute, and I've got 4 of them, so it's not going to be completely balanced. But it is working. Go say hi to our JoJos, and then we'll say bye to everybody. Productive stream. Hoff, you came in literally right at the very end of stream. Ooh, 9 turbo motors. Thank you, Jojo. And Jojo has 2 nobelisks. Nobelisks. So we'll put those in the appropriate spots. And that wasn't there. Unless I have turbo motors? I do. So now I have 18 turbo motors. That's actually a very convenient thing to have early game. I guess this technically is mid-game now. But yeah. There you have it. Got a lot of good stuff done today. Got our screws and our iron rods fully automated once again. We've got... You can't technically call this spaghetti feeding our original thing. We've got plenty of iron plates. We still need to somehow route over there. Completely redo all this nonsense flexible factory garbage. But yeah, that's all she wrote, folks. Appreciate you being here. Make a lot of FICSMAS progress. We made enough. We still have plenty to do, but we have stuff set up for the future. I just don't have any more time tonight to stream. But appreciate you being here. Sorry, Hoff, that you came in at the very, very end of the stream. But as always, it's very good to see you. Have a fantastic rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing. Stay safe, have fun, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.